Well, all right. So here I am. Oh, there we go. Got to get rid of that third all right. I don't know if Matthew McConaughey likes that or not, but here we go. All right. Well, I'm out here. I'm going to start another project here, and this, I've been working on an ATV, and I remember last year I worked on it. Was the CDI Box, and one of the pickup coils that I found was bad or out of spec. And well, the CDI Box, I think I'll show on the previous video where I had taken the CDI Box and heated it up with a heat gun, and that seemed to work. It worked sporadically, but at least it got the ATV started. And since then, figuring that was towards the end of deer season last year, so I guess it was, who knows, December or January when I did that video. I'll have to look it up, but I'll include a link to it. Well, since then I haven't ridden it around. It's been sitting under here under a cover, and here it is. A couple of months away. For deer season again. It's like, all right, I'm going to get this sucker running. That is my project today. I'm going to go back and take some readings and see if I get the same readings as I did previously. And I got an aftermarket CDI box and an aftermarket what is it, the sending coil? Is that what it's called? The first pickup coil. But I'll look it up and we'll take a look at the readings again and replace those parts, and hopefully it'll start up again. I will probably have to clean out the carburetor. I know I put gas in it that has the ethanol treatment and all that good stuff in it, but I think it had a small leak, and I'm not sure if it's coming out of the petcock valve, fuel lines, or something like that, but I might replace it all, because when this thing's running, it's fantastic. Get it back in the, where it's reliable again, so I can take it wherever and crank it up whenever I want, I guess that's with everything, right? But alright, well, let's take a look. Alright, so here's the old Bear Tracker. It has the YFM250 engine on it. And here is the CDI box. So I even just left it hanging. It's supposed to bolt right up here. But you can see all the crud that's coming apart. So I'm sure it's, pretty corroded inside too. Just time to replace it. So it's easy to disconnect here. And one of these, I'll look at the diagram here in a second. A couple of these go to the, let's see, here they are. Yeah, so here are the figures from the last video. So the the pickup coil, here it is. So it should be going 189 to 231 ohms. White and a green. I can hardly read my own writing. White and a green and white and a red, which are these two here. So these two, they go to the primary coil down here by the flywheel. And if I'm not mistaken, it was reading 400 and something ohms, so the resistance was kind of high. This coil I'd already replaced. Yeah, so that's the plan. I'm gonna recheck the readings here, replace the CDI box. I had tried one before, an aftermarket, because they look completely different, but and it didn't work at all. I was kind of disappointed. Hopefully this next one I got looks exactly the same. I guess I'm just a cheapskate, but I'll put it on there. If it's supposed to work, it calls out specifically for this model and this engine. But I'll replace this, plus I will replace that pickup coil under here, and then we'll see. Cross my fingers, and hopefully that's all that's wrong with it. Alright, so let's take this CDI box off. Man, sucker's on there. There we go. And let's see, what was that saying? White and green, white and red. Those are these two. And oh, that's right, because then it changed color codes on you. right here, so it's the green and the blue. Alright, these things are slipping all around. Yeah, 449, 450. Yeah, so it is out of spec. And here's the replacement. Yeah, so you can see there's quite a bit of difference. The plugs are the same. Actually, if you look at it real close, it looks like, I think this one has been, I'll bet this was a return. You can kind of see some dirt smudging. Yep, on the inside. Dang it. Well, it was good and cheap, but you get what you pay for, right? So there's a bunch of these out there coming from different, different stores, different sources, all over eBay and Amazon, all that good stuff, and they look identical to this, but can't find one like this one for a decent price. But let's see, I might as well, just out of curiosity, let's go ahead and plug it up. I'll put some gas in it and see if I'm getting spark at least. We can check it over there. And let's see which goes where. Yeah, so let me know what you think. Let me know if you've run into this CDI problem, if you have a similar, I guess the Bear Tracker or any of the previous models. It covered quite a few models for these Yamahas. But yeah, let me know your experience with these. Well, I just put gas in it, and lo and behold, I saw it drip from up here first. You see the puddle, and now look at that. This sucker is just flowing out of there. So I shut it off at the petcock valve there, but you can see it's leaking from there too. So yeah, I'll just have to I think I'll just replace that whole thing and clean out the carburetor, all that good stuff. But let's see what happens. See if I'm getting spark over there. Alright, there's the plug. Looks like it got gas on it a little bit. Let's see if we can see if there's any spark. Did you hear that? I didn't see any spark. And listen to that. Loud popping. So what the hell is going on with that? Alright, so it tried. It was turning over. Did you hear that spurting noise? There it goes. It's strange, but I know I'm not seeing any spark either. Yeah, nothing. Alright, so you see I'm trying to drain all the gas that I just put in there, because it's just leaking all over the place under here. Coming out of the carburetor, so maybe the float is stuck. And coming out of the petcock valve here, you can see it's slowly dripping. So I'm just going to go and drain all I can before I start working on it. Alright, so let's take this off. Take the pull cover off. Then we take the linkage off here for the forward reverse gear. And then we can take the cover off here. So there we go. Everything looks good. Hardly room for that. Yep, here we go. Kind of a tight squeeze in here. So what is this? I'll probably see if I can adjust this too. It always seems like it was tough to get into reverse, you know, back and forth from forward and reverse. So maybe it's just a simple adjustment here. I'll take a look at that later. I just want to get this thing running first. There we go. Swing that out of the way. Alright, let's see if we can take this cover off now. Wow. Be great if I had a lift to put this on. Alright, let's take this joker off. Oh, that was easy. Alright, so this should be coming off now, right? Oh, let me get a oil pan under there. Well, alright. Thought there'd be a lot more oil coming out of there. But it looks pretty clean in there. This looks pretty clean. Let's get all this crap out of there. So there's the coil I want to replace. And I've had this for quite a while. Let's hope it's the right one. Looks like it. Yeah, that looks about right. Sure hope this is the problem. I'm gonna take some time and start cleaning all this crap off. Alright, so we've got all the junk cleaned off of it. Let's see, can you see what I'm doing down here? There's the coil. So there's 2 screws holding this down, and it looks like a strain relief or a cable holder. There's 1 more screw that holds this in place. Can you see what I'm doing? I think so. Kind of a weird angle. Yeah, it makes me wonder if this thing was replaced before. I know they got in here for some reason. So there we go. There's the cable keeper, I guess you'd call it. Alright, before I go any further, I want to take a reading on this new coil and make sure. What? 570 something, so it's even further out of spec than what I got online. Pickup coil should be between 189 and 231. The one that's in there now was reading 400 and what was it, 420 something. This one's reading 570 something. Oh, guess I should have checked that before I took everything apart, huh? I just checked the secondary coil and it is within spec. Oh, I am not happy. Yeah, 478, 578. God dang it. I'm going to be pissed if I put this on and still have no spark. Alright, I think it's hot enough now. Got it. I'm just using the heat from the soldering iron to shrink it down. I don't have a heat gun handy, but I think this is working. See, it's on there pretty tight. I can't see what I'm doing. Go. There we go. Perfect. Everything's out of the way. Well, I do believe that's it. So let's put this together. Let me put this gasket in place. There's the gasket for it. Alright. So I got the gasket on there. I put a really thin coat. Okay, so I'm just going to put it right back on the way I took it off. You can see I have the screws down here organized. But at least I have it on film, so if I can't remember which short one and which long one goes where, I have it on film, but I had it organized so that I know which one goes where. So, I guess I'll just go ahead and put it back on. I don't know if you want to watch me do this or not, but I'm just going to do this real quick. I'm anxious to see if we get any spark at all. Alright, so that's all back together. That battery's been charging the whole time. Let's see what else. I'll check the oil after we're all said and done, because I was expecting a lot more oil to come out when I took that cover off. But charger's off. Might as well disconnect this. Disconnect the charger. Alright, let's see if we get a spark here. Let's see if you can see that. Alright, we should be able to see something there. I'm getting the same clicking now on the starter solenoid. Dang it. Well, I guess, let me put this camera down here somewhere where you can see. Let's see what the voltage is reading off the battery. Not getting enough power. 1109. Nope, that's not enough. So 1325 until I turn the ignition on. Then it drops down to under 12, 11.5, 11.6. What does it show here? 10.7. Might be a bad connection there, huh? Alright, let's jump back over here while it's cranking and see if we can see a spark. I don't see anything. Dang it. No spark. Well, I am not having good luck with aftermarket parts on this stuff. So this stuff it's the Yamaha Bear Tracker. I tried a new CDI box, was getting still no spark. And then I replaced the pickup coil, and it was farther out of spec than the one that was in there. So, you know, what the hell's going on? After all that, I'm still in the same, let me turn the key off here. I'm in the same position as before. I'm not getting spark. I've tried a CDI box, the pickup coil. I had already changed the coil up there by the spark plug. It's a new plug. I mean, everything seems to be going. I have to figure out what to do next. Everybody out there, if you've had experience with this before, let me know, especially with these aftermarket ignition parts. Are they worth it? Did I just get ripped off? I mean, what's going on? I got them, and it looks like they're not in spec, you know, out of the box. But yeah, so let me know what experience you've had. Everybody out there who has dealt with this on the Bear Tracker, or I forget, the Timberwolf, I guess, was the one before this, with any of the aftermarket ignition parts. And let me know your experience with them, because right now I'm not having any luck with them at all. And which kind of sucks. I mean, these are just, I guess they're coming out of China, and you just don't know what's going on. I keep ranting and raving about it. I mean, I've gone through batteries, and just a second ago this battery went out on my camera, and I'm using a spare battery that is supposed to be higher capacity than the original battery that came with this camera, and it only lasts half its long, you know. So yeah, China parts, I guess you get what you pay for. I went on the cheap to try to save some money and get this thing running, but apparently it's not working. But you see a bunch of those. They look just like this. You see them all over eBay, all over Amazon, all that stuff. But you can see the difference just in the way it looks. So anyway, I'm kind of bummed, but let me know what you think. I might just have to shell out and get Yamaha parts, you know. They're expensive, but I guess if I want to get this thing running, I got to do it, right? But yeah, so let me know what you think. Let me know what your experience has been with this stuff on any ATV, really. Not just the Bear Tracker, but on any ATV aftermarket ignition parts. So, oh well, that's it for this video until I can dig down a little farther and figure out what my next step is going to be on this. So, well, thanks for watching, and be sure to subscribe and watch for my next video.